In 1993, Michael Jordan won his third consecutive NBA championship, as well as Finals MVP. He won his seventh consecutive scoring title. He broke the record for highest points averaged in a final series with 41 points. It's all great, but to a lot of sneakerheads around the world, the most significant thing that he did in 1993 was debut a Jordan 8 in the All-Star game held at Salt Lake City in Utah. And after retroing in 2007 and 2015, this OG colorway, one of the best colorways of the Jordan 8, is back again. Air Jordan 8 Aqua. And this shoe was dropping on July 19th for $215. Of course, the Aqua colorway is an OG colorway, one of 3 original Jordan 8 colorways, in addition to the Bugs Bunny colorway, as well as the Playoff colorway, which is probably my favorite any given day of the week. Kind of switches between the Aqua and the Playoff. And first impressions of the Jordan 8 Aqua. I love it. I am a black sneaker lover and it just looks so good. The Aqua colorway itself, like the teal as well as the purple, it is just so different. Stands out, but it doesn't like stand out too much where it becomes offensive. It just blends in with the black upper and it just looks... I love this colorway. This teal just reminds me of the 90s, a very fond time. I am a kid of the 90s, so love this color combination. And the Jordan 8 is one of those shoes that has really started to grow on me for the past year or so. I don't know what it is. I've never been like a huge diehard fan of the 8s. We don't see it too often. Maybe that's why, like, you're not inundated with retros of 8s. So when it comes back, kind of feels a little bit more special. But yeah, love this shoe. Quick 5 seconds of your time if you like this video. If you've liked any of my past videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. And the materials on the shoe, it is synthetic nubuck. And the reason why they choose synthetic nubuck is because the OG version of this shoe uses a material called Durabuck, which is a synthetic material. The company that actually makes Durabuck actually stopped producing it due to environmental concerns. So they use synthetic nubuck to kind of recapture the feeling and aesthetic of the shoe. To the touch, it doesn't feel that great. You can feel that it is synthetic. It also makes like much more coarser and rougher sound when you rub your fingers over it. But it does try to stay true to how it came back in 1993. And on the heel of the shoe, it is gray suede. It's not like super hairy suede or anything. And it's not like entirely very premium on that part of the shoe. And one thing you do notice when you get to the gray hair, it is slightly lighter than like the original version of the shoe. That is pretty noticeable when you see like compare photos. You don't even have to have it side by side, hand in hand. But of course, the most distinct thing about the Jordan 8, it is this strap that you see on the shoe. It has the number 23 in this very retro 90s type of font, black on black. Love how that looks. And on the heel on the strap here, it does have Air Jordan branding there. But one thing that I hate about the strap is just how it kind of gets in the way when you're trying to put the shoe on. So this shoe doesn't come with any extra laces. Thank God I did not want to do a lace swap for this. But just putting it on, you have to like hold the straps away from the laces, otherwise kind of gets caught. It's just very annoying. And my favorite thing about the Jordan 8 probably is the TPU kind of panels on the side. So you see these brushstroke patterns in the purple and teal color. That color, if you remember, if you're a kid of the 90s, the Charlotte Hornets starter jacket was all the hype. That was very popular. The teal color really made huge waves in the 90s. Now, one thing about black nubuck, synthetic or not, it can look very dirty very quickly. You can see like all the white dust already, but comes with the territory. I'm a black sneaker lover, so I'll take the good and the bad. And moving up the tongue, you get this kind of neoprene tongue that's actually part of like the inner booty of the shoe. So it extends all the way to the back on the heel tab there. And at the middle of the tongue, another unique thing about the Jordan 8, it is this chenille Jumpman, very retro again, in aqua colors. And wrapping around to the booty of the shoe, unlike a lot of other Jordan brand shoes, nothing here, no Nike Air, no Jumpman, no booty tab or anything, just the back of the Velcro. And in terms of the cushioning of the Jordan 8, comes with a polyurethane midsole with a Nike Air unit on the heel as well as the forefoot. So still pretty ancient technology, but the outsole is just one of a kind. You see this very distinct brushstroke pattern in the delicious aqua colors with the grape as well as the teal. Just very 90s with the honeycomb pattern or the red Jumpman up at the top. Just one of the more unique outsoles that we've seen, and it still really stands out. Now, one thing I have to point out when it comes to the midsole here, in the 2015 version, you see a lot of like glitter. It was very, very pronounced. It almost feels like they went out of their way to really make that glitter show, because that's what came with the 1993 OG version of the shoe. In 2007, it didn't have that, so they kind of course corrected. This one doesn't have like that super pronounced glitter looking aesthetic, which I kind of prefer. I kind of like the glitter to be a little bit more subdued. Some people didn't actually like the glitter, they prefer no glitter at all, but if you want this to be close to the OG, you need it. Insole of the shoe, it is beautiful. It plays into the whole brushstroke aesthetic of the Jordan 8, and this actually matches the original design of the insole from 1993, and it is a polyurethane insole. Love that. Molds to your feet the more you wear it, adds a bit of comfort. It is not none of those junk generic insoles that Nike or Jordan brand can often give you. And once you take the insole out, you can definitely see it is board lasted. That is how the shoe came originally back in 93. In the box of the shoe, a Jordan brand box, black paper inside. Now moving on to sizing comfort, I am a wide and flat footer. This is probably one of those shoes you're not going to get a perfect fit, because when I first put my feet in, the toe box area can feel kind of stiff, even if you're like loosening up the laces. I kind of have to do the straps. I know some people might be like super loose with it and not even strap these up, but I do. And the toe box area can feel a little tight. So you have to break it in, have some patience. You could probably go up half a size, but then you have to remember you might have some heel slippage or a bit too much lengthened toe box area where it can start to crease really ugly. So if you do prefer like a looser fit right out of the box and you have wide and flat feet, you could go up half a size. If you don't, you could probably just go true to size. And in terms of the overall comfort, really like this neoprene type of booty that feels comfortable around your feet. Kind of feels like you're wearing an extra sock with some extra padding and cushioning around your foot. That also will kind of contribute to a slightly tighter feel for us wide footers, but it does feel good like around your feet. In terms of overall comfort, like under your feet, still a pretty kind of stiff and flat feeling shoe. Polyurethane insoles do help. It is one of those things though, you need to have patience. It molds to your feet the more you wear it. So definitely wear your shoes. Compared to like 2025 type of cushioning, it is definitely no comparison. But for a Jordan Retro, I think it's decent. I think the 3s are more comfortable, the 5s, the 13s, probably the 14s, but I do feel like the 14s are super low to the ground. Casual use shouldn't have any problems. And that brings the total sole score of the Jordan 8 Aqua, 29 out of 40. A pretty good score compared to other general releases. First, it is colorway. Love it. Love the teal, love the black, love the grape type of purple. Love it when they put it all together and mash it up. It is just a very unique colorway, and yeah, no complaints from me. And in terms of the materials, don't love synthetic nubuck. It feels just not great like in a vacuum. I get why they did it, to be closer to the Durabuck that's used in the OGs, but yeah, if I'm just judging it off in a vacuum by itself, I just don't love it. The suede it's okay. It's not like the best type of suede. It's not very plush. It's not super smooth. So personally, I don't love that. Materials, don't expect too much from this shoe. And in terms of the overall comfort, it is good. I don't think it's great for us wide and fat footers. It's not like the best fitting shoe. Underfoot, it can feel kind of stiff out of the box, flat to the ground. But if you're used to Jordan Retros, I wouldn't say it's one of the more uncomfortable ones. And in terms of versatility, I think the shape of the Jordan 8 is admittedly not the most wearable type of shape. It is just very retro. It is very old school, which I guess it is kind of like popular now with the younger generation. Everything goes in a cycle. So what I grew up with, it was now like retro, old school, cool. So maybe that's a good thing in terms of versatility of the shape, but in a vacuum, I think there are more versatile shoes. Wearability of the colorway. All black sneakers are generally not as wearable as like an all white sneaker, so not super wearable in that aspect, but nothing too bold, nothing too loud. It's not like entirely purple or entirely teal, just hints here and there. I think it's a decently wearable colorway, decently wearable silhouette, but compared to some other Jordan brand shoes, yeah, definitely lags behind in that part. We really don't get a lot of Jordan 8 Retros. The last one I remember is, or at least the one I remember reviewing, was the Jordan 8 Winterized colorway. That is actually a pretty nice colorway, just like gray and black, very sleek. The Soulfly Jordan 8, I really like that shoe. The playoff, of course. And we are getting the Bugs Bunny at the end of the year. And since we don't see it too often, since I've been reviewing shoes on YouTube, really has started to grow on me. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Sold Inclined. Let me know what you think of the Air Jordan 8 Aqua. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And remember, tomorrow may never come. The Wheel Shoes.